My name is Carol, and I'm Wesley's mom. Child sexual abuse doesn't happen in isolation, and certainly the child is very highly impacted, but it also has an impact on the family as well. Everyone suffers. Honestly, I look back at that time, and there aren't even very many pictures that were taken then. It's sort of like we went dark, but also some good times because we had some great support. I look back at my work situation at the time, and thankfully I was working a contract job that allowed me to be very, very flexible with my hours, and it was also a part-time job. If I had had a very strict 40-hour-a-week type of job, there's a possibility that I would have lost my employment or would have needed to resign, because there were many appointments. There were days when Wesley didn't stay at school all day, and so that really requires a lot of flexibility. There are also implications for the community as well, because we were involved in our local church. Marty was the pastor of the congregation, and there were other children in the congregation who had been groomed by this perpetrator. And so when our story came out and when Wesley disclosed, then suddenly we are responsible for our child first and foremost, but we are also responsible for our family, our children, and also the church community. And so we had to deal with other parents who were also wondering, did this happen to my child as well? Marty had great leadership and was able to shepherd the church through that process of talking about what had happened, talking about how we were going to better protect our kids, and the fact that that we could move on and move forward. And so it was not something that we could deal with in a private way. It had to be dealt with very publicly. Some families could, in some ways, keep things quiet, maybe not so quiet, but we really chose to let this be a learning opportunity for all of us. So takeaways and learning lessons from our family's experience. Number one, it's not going to go away. Number two, you need to believe your child. Number three would be to be as open and as real about it as you're able to be, because in that way you're able to model for other families who might have faced that similar experience or who might face it in the future, that here's a family who had something pretty terrible happen to one of their children, and they actually survived. They made it through, and they're able to thrive.